Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Wahar Rakakwadash. The name of this lesson is How Long Can Sheep Go Without Food? And what inspired this lesson is basically about being fervent in the spirit, being zealous towards the faith, and keeping your hands on the plow. Because the Lord set us up to be shepherds, right? He set us up to be teachers, shepherds, mentors, guides, counselors, elders, bishops, leaders, so on and so forth. And one of the main jobs that we have to do is feed the sheep constantly, consistently, no matter sickness or in health. We must always feed the sheep. So let's get into it. How long can a sheep live without food? So, how long can a sheep go without food and water? Sheep need to eat daily, or they risk eating something dangerous. Toxic plants may kill sheep within hours, while food starvation can take 2 weeks. So if sheep don't get the right nutrition, they will start to seek out different kinds of foods that may even poison them and kill them. How often do sheep need to eat? Sheep will graze for an average of 7 hours per day, mostly in the hours around dawn and late afternoon, near sunset. When supplements are fed to the pasture sheep, it is best to feed them in the middle of the day so that normal grazing patterns are not disrupted. So sheep can eat for several hours in a day, right? They graze. Now let's look up that word graze if you don't know. Graze of cattle, sheep, etc., eating grass in the field, right? Graze. What does to graze something mean? Intransitive, transitive, to touch something slightly when you pass it. She let her fingers graze. What is an example of graze? The definition of grazing is eating small amounts of food throughout the day, or when animals graze in a pasture. For example, of grazing is snacking on some carrots before lunch and then eating a few cubes of cheese for lunch. That's what grazing means, right? The definition of eating small amounts of food throughout the day, or to touch something slightly when you pass it. So it's little increments, right? Nibble on something, right? Sheep eat several hours in a day, okay? So that means they have to eat every single day. They can't go a day without eating. So to bring this home, because we have to bring this into a spiritual sense, the Lord used physical and carnal things to convey his message. That's what a parable or an analogy means. Like and as, figurative talk, right? So if sheep has to eat every day, we spiritually have to eat every day. And we spiritually have to teach every day. Or sheep, as it says right here, or they risk eating something dangerous. Toxic plants may kill sheep within hours, while food starvation can take 2 weeks. So if you went 2 weeks without doing a lesson, you're killing the sheep. If you went 2 months without doing a lesson, you're killing the sheep. If you went 1 week without doing a lesson, you're starving the sheep. If you went 1 day without doing a lesson, you're starving the sheep. And this goes for myself as well. This is why we have to be fervent in the spirit and zealous towards the faith. Because the sheep has to eat daily. Let's get into the scriptures. What kind of shepherd are you? St. John chapter 20. St. John chapter 21, verse 14. Now, it says, this is now the third time Yahushua showed himself to his disciples. After that, he was risen from the dead. So when they had dined, Yahushua saith unto Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto them, Feed my lambs. Feed my lambs. Why? Because lambs have to eat daily, or they're going to eat something toxic and die within hours. He saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep. Feed my sheep. Why do you have to feed the sheep? Because the sheep need to eat daily, or they risk eating something dangerous. Toxic plants may kill sheep within hours. And what does the toxic plants represent? All the devices of the wicked that set up in this world. Whether it's religion, health, education, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, HBO Max, BET, World Star Hip Hop, ESPN, Fox Sports, right? All that shit is garbage, right? That's not feeding your spirit or your mind or your soul. It's all soda, GMO, high fructose corn syrup. He saith unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? So Peter was pissed off. He was vexed. How many times you going to ask me this, Lord? I already gave you an answer. And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua said unto him, Feed my sheep. NLT. A third time he asked him, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Peter was hurt that Yahushua asked the question the third time. He said, Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you. Yahushua said, then feed my sheep. What kind of shepherd are you? Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15. I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. So the pastors, or the prophets, or the teachers, or the mentors, or the leaders, or the elders, or the apostles, the men of the Lord, the servants, the elect, right, are men by the Most High's heart. They are men according to the Most High's heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Knowledge and understanding of what? The scriptures, the laws, the prophecies, the gospels, the apocrypha, the heavens, the earth, the things seen and unseen, and the conduct, the civil laws, the ceremonial laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws. These are the things that the pastors are feeding you with daily. Because when the sheep don't eat, they're going to find something else to eat and they might kill them. This is why you have to feed the sheep daily. When you came into this faith, when you found out the truth, you was fed daily. The apostles and elders and bishops and brothers, they're still putting in the work. The apostles and elders are still working. Yahweh Shah is still working. He's up in heaven on the right side of the Father, giving them prayers and the supplications of the saints. He's still being a good shepherd. So what kind of shepherd are you going to be? Jeremiah chapter 23 verse 4. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. We wasn't lacking when we came into this truth. When we stumbled upon the apostles, when the Spirit, not even stumbled, when the Spirit led us to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, we was given the understanding of the scriptures. We was given the milk. We was given the breakdowns. We was given the prophecies. We was given the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. All that was given unto us. It is still being given to us. You could go to GMSinfo. You could go to what's that? Daily Edification. Let me see. Daily Edification 4. You could go to Declaring On to the End. And all the other channels that brothers is constantly and consistently putting videos up on. So what kind of shepherd are you going to be? Right? Because remember, the sheep got to eat. The sheep got to be fed. Just like you was fed, the sheep got to be fed. They got to eat daily. Sheep will graze for an average of 7 hours per day, right? How often do sheep need to drink water? Clean, fresh water is daily necessity for sheep and lambs. Sheep will consume anywhere to a half to 5 gallons of water per day, depending on the psychological state, the content of water in their feed, and environmental conditions. Sheep need food and water every day. Every day. It's not a day that goes by that sheep don't need water and food. So you got to be doing these shows, man. You got to be feeding the lambs of the Lord. If you truly claim that you love Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, you got to feed these sheep, man. And this goes for me as well. I'm not excluded. I got to feed the lambs of the Most High daily. Ezekiel chapter 34 verse 2. Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy, say unto them, thus saith Yahweh power, unto the shepherds, woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flocks? Are you not supposed to be feeding the sheep of the Lord with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures? Ye eat the fat, ye clothe you with the wool, ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock. The disease have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick, neither have ye bound up that which was broken, neither have ye brought again that which was driven away, neither have ye sought that which was lost, but with force and with cruelty have ye ruled them. So these is the wicked shepherds, the leaders of these different camps and churches and organizations. But we can't be in the spirit, man. Right? Not giving a shit what happens with the sheep. Right? We're supposed to be shepherds. We're supposed to be mentors, leaders. Right? And they were scattered because there is no shepherd. Right? Remember, A sheep will eat something toxic if it's not fed the right nutrients. So it says, and they were scattered because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered. My sheep wandered through all the mountains and upon every high hill. Yea, my flock was scattered upon the face of the earth, and none did search or seek them. Therefore, ye shepherds, hear the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. As I live, saith the Lord power, surely because of my flock became a prey, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field, because there was no shepherd, neither did my shepherds search for my flock, but my shepherds fed themselves, and fed not my flock. Therefore, O ye shepherds, hear the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against the shepherds, and I will require my flock at their hand, and cause them to cease from feeding the flock. Neither shall the shepherds feed themselves any more, for I will deliver my flock from their mouth, and they may not be meat for them. So all these false shepherds, these false pastors, these false prophets, the Lord is going to require your blood. He's going to require the blood of them that was led astray, and those that's not feeding the flock the right nutrients, which is the right prophecies, the right breakdowns, and the right doctrine, the right names, the right faith. Pretty much, I'm going to wrap it up with that. What kind of shepherd are you? And how long can a sheep go without food? I pray and hope that you was edified. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Shem, Yahushua, Wahar, Vakar, Kwadash. Till next time I say Shalom.